Hi everyone, today we will be reading this book called Merl and Jasper's Supper Caper. By Laura Rankin. Anna was drawing a picture of a cat and a dog. The cat was Merl and the dog was Jasper. She was about to draw their food when her mother called, "Sweetie, it's time for dinner." "I guess I'll have to finish this later," said Anne. When she left, the room was still and quiet, but a whirling wind blew through the window. Swoosh! In one big gust, Merl and Jasper were swept off the page. "Oh no," cried Merl, "tossed out of our home before we've had our supper." Jasper chewed on a pen. "Oh, yuck," he said. "Jasper, look at that," said Merl. "Food," cried Jasper, "food." "Come on, follow me," said Merl. They dashed across the room to our 3 bowls, fragrant with buttery steam. The littlest one was empty, but the 2 biggest bowls were brimming with partridge. "Perfect," said Merl, "one for each of us." Just as they were about to take their first big spoonful, a voice yelled, "Help, bears, help!" "Bears?" cried Jasper. "Let's get out of here," yelled Merl, and they ran away without eating a bite. "Those were big bears," huffed Jasper. He sniffed the air. "Whoa, what's that?" Jasper followed Merl up a great curling tendril of beanstalk. "Let's eat," cried Merl. But before they could take a single juicy chomp, a huge voice thundered, "Fee, fi, fo, fat! I smell the bones of a dog and cat." "Yikes!" cried Jasper. "Let's get out of here," yelled Merl, and they ran away without eating a bite. "That was close," panted Jasper. They tried catching a fish, but missed. They fled from a gingerbread house, unfit. Finally, they spied a pie. "I'll try a bite, if you'll look out for trouble," whispered Merl. He crept up to the pie. Jasper stood guard. Merl nibbled a little crust. All was quiet. He nibbled a little bit more. All was calm. "I think it's safe, Jasper. Let's dig in," said Merl. But just as they were taking the first big pawful of pie, an explosion of blackbirds burst through the crust. "Yows!" cried Jasper. "Let's get out of here," yelled Merl. And they ran away without eating a bite. Well, hardly a bite. "I can't take much more of this," moaned Jasper. He listened to his stomach growl. "I guess there's only one thing left to do," said Merl. "Come on." "Where are we going?" asked Jasper. "Home," said Merl. "Home?" yelled Jasper. "There's no food there." "Just hurry," said Merl. They dashed across the room and scrambled onto the table. Their plates were still empty. "Jasper, if you could have anything in the whole wide world to eat, what would it be?" asked Merl. "Steak," sighed Jasper. "I'd have a big, juicy steak." Merl drew the biggest steak he could on Jasper's plate. "And I'd have spaghetti with meatballs," said Merl. Supper time, they cried. They ate every last bite. When Anne returned from her own dinner, the drawing was exactly as she had left it, ready for her final touches. A little later, her mother called, "Annie, when your picture is done, come for a bedtime story." "Finished," cried Anne. "Not quite," said Merl. The end.